Hey guys, Michelle here, and today I want to talk about sleep. Not in a trendy, biohacky way, but in a real life grown adult way. Because if your sleep is off long enough, your body is going to start keeping score. I know mine did. Headaches, hormones, weight gain, moodiness, loss of focus. That something feels off, but I can't explain it feeling. I didn't stumble into this by accident. I listened to the podcast, read the research, tested it on myself and my husband, and just finally paid attention to what actually worked when we did it consistently. And that's the key word, consistently. Not for 2 nights, not when it's convenient, for a full week at least. And some of what I'm going to share, you may have heard before, and that's okay. It doesn't make it wrong. It usually means it works for a lot of people. And if you actually try it, great. And honestly, I'm seeing more people try some of these same things. And that tells me something is shifting. People are tired of being tired. So if you've ever said, I'll try anything at this point, this is for you. Okay, number one, light in your eyes. The biggest shift for me was light, getting natural light in my eyes early, especially around sunrise. It set my circadian rhythm for the entire day. Now, hear me on this. You're not staring at the sun, you're just letting daylight hit your eyes naturally. And sunrise and sunset really are the best times to get light. It's the red light. And if you miss the sunrise, still get outside, get light in your eyes. And why is that important? Well, morning light tells your body, hey, it's daytime, time to make serotonin. And then serotonin later converts into melatonin at night, your sleep hormone. And basically, morning light before turning on any lights in your house is like setting your body's internal clock, alarm clock for the day and later for sleep. And without it, the body might not know when to not make melatonin because you are blasting it with bright lights all day and night. Speaking of those bright lights, it's also important to pay attention to artificial light during the day. Between screens and overhead lighting, our eyes are taking in light our bodies were never designed to process all day and all night. So number two would be I wear blue blocker glasses at work that are yellow tinted. And interestingly, I'm seeing more people do this too. Headaches, eye strain, trouble sleeping. People are noticing the connection. And if stepping outside or ducking into a room with natural light coming in from a window and no artificial light helps your body calm down a notch, that's worth paying attention. And that's what I do. I mean, why not actually try something low risk and potentially helpful? Seriously. And here's what finally clicked for me. If we sit indoors all day under bright lights with heat or AC blowing nonstop, our bodies have no idea what time it is. Is it morning, afternoon, winter, summer? Our bodies are like, I honestly don't know what you want from me, lady. And then we're surprised when sleep doesn't come easily. Hello? You've confused your body. So I made a point to step outside a few times a day with no sunglasses. So that would be number three. And the sunglass thing, we'll cover that next. This lets my eyes and skin register the temperature and light, especially around sunrise and sunset. Nothing extreme, just enough to remind my body where is it in the day. Okay, number three, sunglasses. This is a hot debate and topic. So I tested not wearing sunglasses. That was a personal experiment, not a rule. And I noticed improvements in both my eyesight and my sleep. When I protected my eyes from artificial light, but let them experience natural light, that was key. Now, there are exceptions like on the snow slopes or driving if need be. Safety matters. Again, this is just something I did and decided to stick with it, and it worked for me. I don't wear them at all, even when I'm sunbathing or at the beach. So you are free to disagree, and I will just sleep just fine either way. And speaking of sleeping just fine, I also committed to going to bed and waking up around the same time. So this is the next one. I also don't look at screens at least an hour before bed. If I do watch a movie, I'm wearing my orange blue blockers. So yellow is for the day and orange is for night. So is it perfect? No. Is it worth trying? Absolutely. Our bodies crave rhythm. And when we give it one, things start to settle in place. And yes, if you have kids, especially young ones, sometimes your toddler decides 3 a.m. is a great time to party. I mean, you do the best you can. This isn't about perfection. It's about giving your body as much consistency as your life allows. We also changed our home lighting. This is the next one, to softer incandescent bulbs and a red nightlight in the bathroom. So that red nightlight doesn't jolt us awake at night because it mimics a late sunset lighting versus 2 p.m. lighting when you turn on the lights. And honestly, it's nice not feeling like you're being interrogated by your own bathroom at 2 a.m. So keep that in mind. Lastly, food. Food plays a big role in sleep, but I'm careful here because I am not a nutritionist and bodies are all different. And some people do well with lower carbs. Some need more fiber through carbs. For me, I pay attention to how my body feels. I make sure I'm getting enough protein. I eat what's in season where I live. So hold up, what does that mean? Well, I don't see watermelon growing in Tennessee during the winter, so I don't eat it. I eat foods that are seasonal. That rhythm works for me, and you have to find what works for you. And along that same line, blood work and hormones are super important. This part is non-negotiable. If your sleep has been off for a long time, get your blood work checked, especially your hormones. Progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, thyroid, insulin, cortisol, leptin. These issues are showing up in people of all ages. And for me, I had all of these issues, including metals in my body that I needed to get out. And I personally work with a functional doctor, but you can absolutely start with a medical doctor. The point is, don't believe exhaustion is just life or age. I mean, sometimes life is stressful because we live in a crazy world. And I'm not saying that stress and people in our life can't play a role. So hear me on that. Here's what I know. Hormone disruption and sleep issues are showing up in people in their teens and 20s too. This isn't an age thing. If you're listening to this and thinking, I've tried some of that, well, I challenge you. A week might not be enough for you, and you may have to dig deeper. There are multiple things that could be blocking your body from getting the rest you need. Bodies are different. Sometimes it takes longer or different methods, but nothing changed for me until I actually committed to research, trying, testing, and giving it time. And if you try any of this, I'd love to hear what worked for you or what didn't, because we learn from one another. So the verse for today is Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 through 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your heart and your minds in Christ Jesus. And I'll see you next time.